Alright, now that we're painfully aware of the problems of modeling, let's attempt to translate our own decision-making process into a model using a series of conditionals. No, I don't mean hair conditioner, wrong channel. I mean conditionals, if, then, else? No, don't know? Don't worry, I'll teach you, alright? Conditionals are basically a set of control structures that tell a machine or a human what to do. Here's an example. If you're hungry, then go eat something. Quite straightforward, right? So if you're hungry, then according to this conditional, you have to go eat something. If you're not hungry, then you don't have to do anything. Why? Because we didn't tell you what to do if you're not hungry. Now, we can put conditionals one after the other like so. If you're hungry, then go eat something. If you're thirsty, then drink some water. This is essentially two separate conditionals. So I'll eat if I'm hungry, and I'll drink water if I'm thirsty. If I'm both, then I'll eat and drink. If I'm not hungry, not thirsty, then I won't do anything at all, right? But here's a slightly different conditional. This time we had if and then, but now we can add an else. If you're hungry, then eat something. Else, drink water. This looks similar to the previous one, but it's actually very different, alright? Here the condition states that I'll only eat if I'm hungry. And if I'm not hungry, then drink water. But wait, what if I'm thirsty? We didn't say what to do if you're thirsty. We only care if you're hungry. Hungry, eat. Not hungry, drink water. That's it. Now, I have two more things to show you before we're done with the basics of conditionals. Did you know that we can combine two or more conditions into our conditionals? For example, if hungry or thirsty, then go cafe. Else, go library. When we use the OR operator, the whole condition will be regarded as true as long as at least one of the sub-conditions are true. So I'll go to the cafe if I'm hungry or thirsty or both. Quite straightforward, yeah? It's a lot like how we say this in English. And if I'm neither hungry nor thirsty, then I'll just head to the library. Let me show you how to implement this in Excel. So again, let's open up the next lecture activity spreadsheet for this exercise. We have clueless people awaiting your wise advice, yeah? Some of these people are hungry, some of them are thirsty, some of them are both. Oh, what should they do, yeah? So, what will you do, yeah? The first column contains the names. Second column states whether they're hungry. The third column states whether they're thirsty. First things first, let me tell you how to use the OR operator in Excel. OR operator accepts an infinite number of inputs. Each input basically contains a condition. So in this case, we only have two conditions that we can put inside our OR operator. And we can write it like this. If this cell says yes, comma, if this other cell says yes. As you can see, the output of this whole OR formula is either true or false. As long as at least one of your subconditions are true, the entire thing is true. That's just for the OR operator. So how do we implement that in a conditional? We can write it like this. If, open bracket, and then now we put in the OR, the same condition that we wrote earlier. If either of these two conditions are true, then you go to the cafe. Else, go to the library. And just like that, we've combined checks for hunger and thirst into sagely wise advice on what these people should do next. Here's a slightly modified conditional. If hungry and thirsty, then go cafe. Else, go library. This is what I call the diet version of the previous conditional. When we use the AND operator, the whole condition will be true only when all the subconditions within are true. So when will you go to a cafe? Only when you're both hungry and thirsty. What if I'm hungry but I'm not thirsty? Go to the library, go and mark, go and be a good student. Same too if I'm only thirsty but not hungry. Or if I'm not thirsty and not hungry. So use the AND operator. It's a great way to lose weight and save money and maybe save your grades as well. Now, how do we do it in Excel? Using the AND operator, it works exactly like the OR operator. We can write a formula like this. AND, then bracket. If this cell says yes, if this cell says yes. As you can see, this formula will only give you a true output when all conditions are met. And how do we put it into our conditional? Well, the same way as before, right? Like this. If, open bracket, and open bracket, and then the same thing that we did previously, right? So if these two conditions are both true, then go to the cafe, else go to the library. Okay, this was pretty lengthy, right? I do hope that you've picked up the basic fundamentals of conditionals. Perhaps you might want to take a break and hey, go to a cafe if you're hungry or thirsty.